not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge.
What up, Pink ladies, T-Birds, just happy watchers in my shit. My name is Jimmy Pynk. Yo, we still got 2 more episodes. This shit was wild as hell.
Right about now.
Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our dear founding fathers and America, a nation born. May God be with you.
Thank you for joining me. I realize that I am late. I am supposed to be at work. However, I feel really not good. So I just rewatched the episode. Y'all, I caught so much shit. Carrie Preston, phenomenal job directing. Phenomenal. This episode was so fire. The writing staff, bravo. Mwah. It was so good. And we still got 2 more episodes, so it's about to get deep. Couple things I want to talk about. Y'all know, if y'all are new to my channel, I jump around like House of Pain. I also lost my nail, but the clause goes as follows, because you guys may or may not know that I do have a different position within the company. That makes it sound like it's fancy. Basically, I lug around boxes all goddamn day, so I gotta have these 8th grade ass nails on. But so it goes. We only got 2 episodes left, and then after that, it won't bother me so much to have short nails because they'll just be a solid, boring color and out the way. But anyway, let's move on to a couple things that I noticed. Good shit on that Macbeth reference. Good shit on that Macbeth reference. With the out damn spot with the blood on her hands. She got blood on her hands. She keeps seeing the blood on her hands. Good shit with that Macbeth fucking reference. Y'all know I'm an English nerd. I'm a former English major, so you know I'm into that. Secondly, the black and white bodysuit. The black and white bodysuit was foreshadowing so much. Life and death. The fact that we basically had a full-on race war at this point on Claws. Some other, like, I talk about the wardrobe a lot. I do talk about the wardrobe a lot. In this case, the wardrobe was done to perfection. It was done very well. The sunglasses, when they went to go do the robbery scene. The sunglasses that Desna had on were red, black, and green, running up in the Confederate house to rob them. Roller, basically in head to toe, blue. And then turns around and says, red is my color. Basically showing like, I'm not with that Republican shit. I'm a Democrat. The grimaces on his face where he was just like, you know, you got to think about this. Bryce and Jen have a black daughter. Roller is in love with a black woman. You know, and I ain't never seen Uncle Daddy dabble, but I bet he dabble, because Uncle Daddy, as one of the writers of Claws, Darren Deutsch, I might have said that wrong, I hope not, said his sexuality is fluid. I just ain't buying he only tapping white, you know what I'm saying? But in any case, you know, for all intents and purposes, Brienne is his granddaughter. Desna is his daughter-in-law, basically. So, you know, they all got a horse to play. Melba's husband is Native American. And that man said, when they said the man in the country club told him, go back to his country. You said go back to your country, to the Native American. Wow. Wow. I want to get into some predictions before we get any further, because I want to keep this moving for the people that actually watch the series, and then we'll get into like other stuff that I noticed. Yeah, Anne is clearly not gonna. Anne is gonna lose that baby. Anne and Arlene got married. She said, "Where is my wife?" They was married. Anne is gonna get paid. The professor, a Chinese British dude with a dainty knife that befriends Dean. Damn it, Dean. Get your head out of mahjong. Wait, okay. Let's get into the shit. I ain't going in order. I'm talking to you like you watched the episode too, so I ain't got to be in order. Bitch, can we talk about Dean hiring prostitute? What's up, Christina Milian? Good to see you in something, cause you just fell the fuck off. I don't know where you went. Good to see you on something though. And Christina Milian was basically getting paid to dress up and be Virginian. She's obviously a hooker. She's like, I mean, but don't you want to have sex? He didn't. He just want Virginia to be around. That was super cute, but whatever, right? Okay, so I want to talk about this episode. Was probably our most political yet. We did have our fantasy sequence with Anne going into the sunken place. We all caught that imagery, but she kind of felt something was wrong with Arlene. She knew something was wrong. But just even that, the imagery of the sunken place, that's a very racial movie. There were just a lot of nods to racism. We don't gotta wear hoods no more. We wear red hats. Whoa. Wow. That's heavy. Bryce hiding behind the Confederate flag. That was heavy. The fact that you had a bunch of white people get in that band and the white man slaughtered the Native American, claiming that this is his country. This is the shit that was happening on Claws this week, y'all. Like, I ain't got on the dashiki for no goddamn reason. This is the type of episode that I was like, fuck it, I'm wearing the goddamn dashiki. Because the episode wasn't, and this is what I love about this. And I was on Twitter, because I do go through Twitter quite a bit after Claws goes on, just to read other people's comments. You know, the people that are on Claws and are involved with Claws are very active in social media. So I was reading some of the stuff, and I was just reading how so many of the fans, predominantly the white ones, were very unhappy with this episode. Why does it have to be political? Why is this going on? Why can't you just be a TV show? I don't know what show y'all was watching. Claus was always talking about whatever the fuck was going on in the country. It always was. Their liberalism is on their fucking sleeve. We had a goddamn abortion episode. They are selling opiates when there is an opioid crisis in the country. They've never not been fucking political. That shit just cut a little bit too close to home for some fucking people. That's what I think. And this is very, very important to say. And this may get me demonetized, so you know, the shit is up there. Very important, because I just made a comment about Twitter. I know we ain't even talking about the show, but sometimes your girl gotta get serious some damn time. I just read on Twitter while I was going through, you know, the tweets, at which point I decided to rewatch the episode and find some different points before I did my review. This is very much what's going on in the country right now. And this is the difference. It's the same thing as Black Lives Matter. Oh, but it's all lives matter, and it's Blue Lives Matter. It's the same thing as your racist ass president now wanting to say, well, Al Sharpton hates white people and hates cops. Same fucking thing. Being for minorities does not mean we are anti-fucking white people. We know all lives matter. But some of y'all don't realize that Black Lives Matter. That's the fucking difference. And I thought that this episode encapsulated that so well. Because they were never like, fuck these white people, this and this and this and this. Jen and Bryce are race traitors. Why? Because they have friends you had never found out. I don't even know if she ever said it. I mean, when she was beating them and she said, I have a black daughter. But that's a white couple. How is they race traitors just because they friends with black people? Like, wow. Like, wow. And I thought they encapsulated that very well. I mean, you took all the white people was the ones that was the distraction to execute the plan. Jen and Bryce was on the inside. Uncle Daddy Roller and Melba was on the outside. You know, like, you get it. Like, they encapsulate that so well. Like, nobody is saying they're anti-white because they pro people of color. Shit's fucking crazy, but those are just some things in this episode that, like, I loved, and Carrie Preston brought that to life. Well done. Also, I want to talk about Joe and shit, why can't I think of her name? Polly. She's giving in to the darkness. She's giving in to the darkness. She's crying because she's happy because she loves Joe. I feel like where we're at right now is another a Daenerys situation from Game of Thrones. Follow me if you hear that. Yeah, because Patel was a bad guy. He was a bad guy that was taking bribes that put people in prison that didn't necessarily need to be in prison just for a bottom line. He was a bad guy, so it was okay when Joe killed him. And you're like, okay, I'm with it. But what about those women that he killed? What about the woman that he killed and left in your salon? What about the woman that he used to date before you and just up and killed her? So at what point in the darkness do you start killing people for fun and it don't matter no more if they're good or bad? That's kind of crucial, and hopefully we tap into that next season, but TNT ain't announced season 4 clause yet. Feel a way about that too. And it better go somewhere else, because I feel like this season particularly, and I was just talking to Maddie Rance. Hey Maddie, shout out to Maddie Rance. I was just talking to him on his Instagram live yesterday, and I asked him because I had noticed he wasn't doing reviews, and I was like, is you still following clause? And he said no, because I really didn't like season 2. I had to break it down to him. I said, oh, they pulled that shit all the way together. The fantasy sequence, except for the one episode, y'all know which one, where it was the rap video. Sorry, Niecy Nash. I hated that episode. But the rest of them, I said the fantasy sequences make sense now. Because remember, season 1 didn't have fantasy sequences. Season 2, y'all know I couldn't stand them damn fantasy sequences. I said they pulled that shit together. The writing is better than it's ever been on this show right now. I've always liked it, but like this season is really something fucking special. This season is really something special. They is whipping their dicks out like boom. We are here to fucking do this shit. This is a TV show. Fuck that we on TNT. We here to do this shit. We prestige TV too. And it would just be a shame that this season that has really upped the ante in the writing and the acting. Even, you know, the way the wardrobe fits into the storylines. Like, everything is on fucking 100 right now. Like, everything is really stepped. The pussy is stepped all the way up. And it would be a shame if this is when they decided they didn't want to renew it. Yeah, so we lost Patel. Joe and Polly took care of that. We lost Mac. Now, you know, we didn't really like Mac and Melba. I don't know about the rest of y'all. I always felt like Melba was the ruthless one, and Mac just kind of loved her so damn much that he went along with it. Like, you know, he was like, I really like Dean. Like, he's really a good kid. Like, we didn't adopt him. Do we have to kill him? And she's like, no, stick to the plan, you know. But that's another thing, too. How you can tug at somebody's heartstrings like that to be like, I don't even fucking like this character, but because they are in it with our squad, and still, the fact that, like, that was the love of her life. Like, that she was devastated by that. And, you know, it really didn't even have nothing to do. It wasn't the professor, this and this and this. They was running from death. That was the whole reason why they was robbing the place. And they got the money, and he shot through the window and killed Mac. Again, the metaphor of the white man slaying the Native American man. You know, it could have been any white man. But no, it couldn't have been. Because they had no beef with no white people. This is the thing. Patel, Middle Eastern. The Triad, Chinese. So all the people in the show that had to kill Mac, not Roller. Roller had every right to, remember? Not Roller, not Uncle Daddy supporting Roller, straight up and down the white supremacists. Like this episode, Claus, y'all, listen, pussy is stepped all the way up. It is on an elevator. It is up there. Fucking penthouse suite. This episode was so damn good. And I'm not even talking that much about the damn episode because, like, the symbolism of the episode, I'm talking more about that shit. Phenomenal. So glad I decided to rewatch it before I did the review. And also without a bottle of wine. We have now, I want to discuss this too, speaking of Mac. Did you notice at the end when Desna finally had to tell Quiet Ann that Arlene was dead? Did you hear who she told Quiet Ann killed Arlene? She told her Mac did it. For the reason that, I'm like, that shit was so fucking slick. So that Ann wouldn't have nobody to go after, so that she wouldn't then do exactly what Melba did. Like, it was a very, very clear parallel. You see how, like, even though this man, like, wants y'all dead, you didn't have to do all this stuff for your money, and he was like, he died trying to get your money, and, like, snapped and was trying to jump on that man. Grief does crazy things to people. Now Desmond got to kill Melba. But this is the thing. Desmond already knew that, because Desmond was trying to not tell Quiet Ann that Arlene was dead, because she didn't want Quiet Ann to do that same shit that Melba just did. Just went out and just snapped. Especially if she is with child. Now, I don't know how many of y'all are mothers. I don't know how many of y'all have been pregnant. Me, myself, 3 times. 4. Yeah, I know. I realize I don't have kids. We ain't gonna get into that right now. Couple miscarriages. Couple I was too young. So we just gonna leave it at that. But them hormones is something fucking serious. So you are pregnant. You done married this woman. This is the love of your life, and you found out she was dead. You're already crushed under normal circumstances. You pregnant on top of that? Ooh wee. Ooh wee. And see, Desna kept all of that information, and that's why she was like, we cannot let Ann know that Arlene is dead, because she's gonna fucking spaz out. I thought the scene where Desna, like, finally when she said she had to kill somebody, just had to go back again with the reference to Macbeth with the blood on my hands, out down damn spot. Or she kept seeing it. We seen it metaphorically. She had blood on her hands, and then as she's walking out the casino from talking to the professor, she just full-fledged, like, don't even give a shit. You know, Desna is always fly. She's a part owner of the casino when she in there. She don't even care. Her hair is a mess. It's blood all over her t-shirt. She's just walking off. She come home. She get on her couch. She don't give a shit. Them flashbacks of everything that happened over the past few seasons of how she was at fault of all this bloodshed. Carrie Preston, you did the damn thing on this episode. You did the damn thing. Congratulations, because this was well done. And keep in mind, you know, yeah, phenomenal. I want to talk about Uncle Daddy and Toby for a little bit. We got 2 episodes left. That shit has to resolve itself, and I still believe Toby is gonna die. Now I think it might be Jan's mom. I've always thought Toby had to die at the end of the season. You have to repent for basically trying to kill our main characters. You know, anybody in the crew is fair game, but you picked Desna and Virginia. And let's just keep it a buck. The executive producer, the writer, the other producers, like, yes, we have a multicultural gang of women, but everything about this show is kind of ran by black women. It's Niecy Nash's show. It's Janine Sherman Barrow's show. It's Rashida Jones produces it. Like, so it's no coincidence that you tried to kill our main character and the other black character. Somebody got to pay for that. Like, this is just the story that's being told. And Toby went out and did that shit roll. Uncle Daddy might love Toby, but Uncle Daddy don't love Toby more than he loved Roller and Bryce. Roller loved Desna. You know, like, somebody got to go. So he was all down. He thought he might fall in love with Jen's mom and all this stuff, but he decided to choose Toby because Toby gave him an ultimatum, which is exactly why Toby got to die. Toby gonna die. I just want y'all to know. Do you see how many people died? Arlene died. The mayor got killed. Mac is dead. Some kind of way, Desna is responsible for killing Melba. And if she don't, we're not going to kill off Niecy Nash, of course. But some kind of way, then they're going to have to kill that professor dude, which is going to cause the whole Chinese mafia to have to be after them. And that's a little bit much. So, some more people is going to die. And I've said this from the beginning of the season. Once we found out it was Toby that did it. Toby got to die. It's just a gang of people out here that I see as the trigger person now. I can definitely see Jen's mom relapsing and then killing Toby. I can see that. I can see Roller doing it. I can see Dean doing it. I can see Uncle Daddy doing it. In a case of almost like of mice and men, like he gonna have to put him down to save him. Like, somebody is gonna get your ass anyway. Somebody is gonna end up killing your ass anyway. So just let me do it. So at least I'm here with you, and I can do it with some compassion. Like, yeah, I still think Toby is gonna die. Because he's been kind of being a bitch. But that's besides the point. Let me see if there's anything else. Oh, did I not take? I didn't take very many notes. Okay. But yeah, this episode was fantastic. Very symbolic. It was an important episode. Like, please listen. We done already found out Alfie Allen and Captain Phasma. Yes, I called her Captain Phasma. Submitted themselves for Emmys and are nominated. Somebody need to get their money. This episode of Claws need to be up in front of the motherfucking Emmys. This needs to be up for Emmy consideration. This episode was so well done. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. Like, this was prestige level TV, writing, acting, everything. Like, it fell into place. And I loved it, and I'm excited for the next 2 episodes. And then I can go back to just having solid colored nails, because with my job and shit, these rhinestones is going to be off tomorrow. They're going to be flying everywhere. So, thank you so much for watching. All that good shit up there. Twitter, Instagram, PayPal, Patreon. Appreciate all of y'all for supporting. Continue to support. Ugh. Told y'all I did not feel good. I am so sorry. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I thank each and every one of y'all for rocking with me. Each and every one of y'all for following me. Shout outs to the people on Claws that follow me, that respond back to my tweets and all of that shit, because that is important to little old people like me. And I'm going to be real mad if it ain't in season 4, because I was really lobbying for my damn walk-on. I was really lobbying for my goddamn walk-on. I could be a customer in the shop or somebody at the picnic or something. But thank you so much for watching. Comment below. Let me know what y'all thought about Claws. I'm about to go see if my girl Talisa Ray got her review up while I get mine rendered and up and all that good shit. I don't know if I feel like editing this. Y'all might see this shit just like this, because for real, I'm tired as hell. I don't even feel like doing like the Claws overlay and shit. That shit takes a lot of time. We'll see. Keep it crazy. Deuces. Hey yo, I dog these niggas like
girl's best friend, right? Ran 10-10, right? Haunted by my past, same shit, different mask like Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Where are you? But I spotted you out like Spud McKenzie. Figured out the game like the Bloodhound gang. I thought you was my friend, you broke my heart.